What's up, y'all? What it do is Press IQ with another episode of NeverSaid podcast. So we got somebody finna join the joint. Yo, what's good? What it do? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Man, I'm Press IQ, man. You want NeverSaid podcast. So man, what's up? What's your name? Who you is?
My name Quadrigus Dane. I'm aka the Black Einstein. I'm
Oh
from Memphis,
yeah.
Tennessee. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee.
I'm from Memphis, Tennessee myself. Yeah. I'm operating right now. I'm over here on the West Coast though. But yeah, I'm from Memphis, Tennessee, so I already see eye to eye with you a little bit. Man, you was in I posted your video where you was in the penniform and you know what I'm saying, you were pretty much you had some complaints on how the wall was looking and how they were treating you. You want to tell us about that?
Oh yeah, I was on 1045 Mother Station Road in Federal Holding.
Yeah.
Man, it's oppression. I mean, it's self-explanatory. You see the video, man, and that's how them brothers, they got them brothers living in there right now. Blood all on the wall, rats, rat infested, um, bad
Yeah.
food, bad food, silly leaking. I mean, dripping water all night, man. I'm talking about, man, it's crazy.
Man,
Like,
it's crazy right there. You went viral exposing it. That makes sense. My podcast pretty much about, people who did time. They got an opportunity to tell they story, you know what I'm saying? You gotta pretty much incriminate yourself. I ain't with that on her. You got an opportunity to tell, what you could have did better and what you doing better. And how was your life when you was in jail? How was they treating you or how easy was it? Talk about it.
well, I had to end up. I did 10 years in federal prison, and I got out um doing a lot of politic and doing a lot of politicking, getting mayors elected, and I got behind Justin J. Pearson, supported him, made sure that he got elected. I published two books when I got out. One called Take a Stand, a self-help book, and another one, Gender Revolution, a cultural norm book. And basically, I was just, exploring the world and seeing my talents, come to fruition. That I studied when I was incarcerated. I ended up buying a few cars, trying to start a small car lot, and one of the cars was stolen. Somebody scammed me, and that's how I ended back up in that position, in federal holding, on a probation violation. And
Yeah.
so, I had a phone and everything in there. You got money, you can
You
live a
can
certain way
move.
in there.
You can move how you want.
So
Yeah.
I made sure that I knew I wasn't gonna have long. I knew not to release the video while I was locked up because it was gonna
Yeah.
be crazy. So I just held that video clipping until, the time was fictitious.
I
And
feel
so
you.
I recently released it 3 days ago, and I was like, yeah, now's the time because I wanted to expose that. I wanted to expose that, like, cause a lot of people behind the walls, they ain't got no voices. They ain't got no voices. A lot of people ain't got no money to buy a phone or even have a attorney, so, or family
Yeah.
support. So I wanted to put that out there to hoping with hopes that it would land on the right eyes, that the right person to see it. And obviously it's doing it, it's doing what it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and so upon my release, I've been out 7 months. Started back up my small car lot. While I was down on my violation time, one of my close friends out of Arkansas, go by the name of Jamal. He got a podcast, Federal Nightmares.
Oh
He
yeah.
got in real good with Boosie.
Oh yeah.
Clearing out the debt that went on in Arkansas. Then he, Boosie didn't get all this royalty, so he was locked in. So when he was telling me about that when I was incarcerated, so I'm like, okay. When I touch down, I want you to make that connection, cause I do music. You
Yeah,
know,
I heard this song. That song was wild, man. That was actually, man, this song had some history in it. I listened to it. That's why I was like, yeah, I gotta get you on here. I liked it. You know what I'm saying? That was good. But I just
right.
had to ask you, like, because some people get on podcasts and they get with a lot of fraud. I think I just got caught up with a little situation like that, man. So it is Boosie agreeing to do a song with you. It's not like a clip song and you putting yourself on a track with Boosie without his consent.
No, I own the rights to this song. Full rights to this song. I got the stems to the song. You know, actually gave Boosie $10,000 for the verse
Yeah, yeah,
for the
yeah. That's
song,
what's up,
and
man.
you know, we
Shout out to Boosie for the support, man. You know what I'm
man for
saying?
sure. Real
Yeah,
dude, real stand up dude. You know, he everything we agreed on in the contract, man. He stand on it. He doing it.
yeah.
Um, yeah, me and BG was real close at one point. BG from Cash Money, we was real close when I was in the feds. We was on the yard together. We was down there like brothers, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Unfortunately, we didn't lock in. You know, we didn't lock in how we supposed to lock in. But like I said, Boosie, a real dude, man. He real different. You know, my
I feel you.
opinion, totally opposite. But
Man, look, man.
back to the moral hands. Yeah, man, them prisons crazy, and that J. Egg Hoover song is another thing that I wanted to put out there so I can get these youngsters the truth about what's going on with the feds. A lot of people don't know who J. Egg Hoover is or about that building. You
So
know,
educate
I'm
us, man.
listening.
Educate us.
Well, J. Egg Hoover was a man that brought down a lot of original gangsters. And when I say gangsters, I ain't talking about no gang members. I'm talking about mobsters. Al
Okay, yeah.
Capone, Al Capone, the Italian mafia and stuff like that, right?
Right.
And it was established in 1975. Like a year after it was created, Frank Matthews became he got on down. He got out of there.
Yeah,
He
I heard
you
that.
know, yeah,
So
he
my
got out the
thing
way.
is, you saying you saying he pretty much by taking down a lot of mobsters, he pretty much like he ratted them out. He snitched on them.
No, he was the FBI. He was the head FBI agent. He brought down Frank Lucas.
Okay, okay. Well, but when I would listen to your song, it sounded like it was talking about a lot of people doing a lot of ratting, and we was idolizing those people, and we didn't know who they was for real.
Right. So the building and took down a whole lot of mobsters. So that's what the song is breaking down how when people when the feds caught them, when we say feds, we say J. Edgar Hoover because that's who they work for. And when the
Yeah.
feds caught them, guys like Wayne the guy that snitched on Wayne Perry, what was his name? You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know. Honestly,
Alpo.
you educate me now.
Alpo. Alpo.
You
It's a
said he
movie
snitched
called
on.
it's a movie called Paid in Full.
I watched Fading Fool.
Okay, Alpo was the one that killed that backdoor Rich and them and killed his homie.
I ain't gonna lie, you doing some educating with me,
Yeah,
man. You teaching me something.
Alpo was a real factor in Harlem. But
Yeah.
when the feds got a hold to him, Alpo ended up snitching on Wayne Perry. Wayne Perry allegedly was his hitman, and that was the reason how Alpo ended up getting out of prison so early because he gave up a whole bunch of bodies. And Wayne Perry is in the ADX. In the BOP right now, still alive. Wayne Alpo dead. You know, that's why Boosie said him and Wayne Perry got the same birthday. And he when Alpo died, he
I
wrote him
heard
and
that.
told him Yeah, he hope that made him laugh. You hear me?
Yeah, that's great. So my thing is like, how did Boosie feel when he heard the song? Like, did he hear what you was did you lay it down on the track before you sent it to him, or did y'all like
Right.
go in the studio and collaborate? How y'all do that?
So I sent him the song via email with the open verse. He said let him check it out and see if he like it. Now he loved the song. We also about to shoot a video to the song in the near future. So
Yeah,
yeah, me and Boosie finna do some big things, man.
man.
Um,
Man, when you do it, man, I hope you the best, man. I like to see, man, our people, you know, especially if they was down, man. You did 10 years, man. It's time for you to live your life, man, for real. Like,
Absolutely.
yeah, man. And then when I watched your video and I saw how you were living, you know what I'm saying? I mean, at this point, it don't even matter how you get there unless you want to tell it. But what matters is you came through and then you changed everything. The way you telling me how you wrote book, you know how many black people think like that, writing books. You know what I'm saying? The way how you explaining that you started a car lot business, even though you got fucked over. You know what I'm saying? And it somewhat relate to what I got going on. I started this podcast, you know what I'm saying? And I was a little naive to a little something, and I got fucked over, you know. But it is what it is. We learn from it and we
That's
move
right.
forward. You know what I'm saying? But I like to see somebody with their head on, and I saw your song, and I was like, man, how come I ain't hear that? You know what I'm saying? We gotta support that. How come a lot of people ain't supporting it? Man, you want to play it? You
Um,
if
if you got access to play it, you can play it.
as a matter of fact, I do.
It's available, just to let the people know it's available on all music platforms.
Bruh, it's right here. That's how you know I was listening to it.
Black Einstein.
Hey,
Black Einstein.
let me see if the camera can focus. Hold on. It ain't gonna focus. I'm gonna play it though. And I'm gonna make sure I add it to the junk so they can know what's going on. I'm gonna
Yes,
play a little
sir.
something from
Became a major focus, especially around the same time the building opened in 1970s. FBI used new laws like the Racketeering Influence and Corrupt Organization Act, the RICO. This allowed them to go out there and tie criminal organizations, not just crimes, but mob figures. That building it took and a whole lot of bosses. Cost a whole lot of money, a whole lot of coffins. That building made Nicky Barnes be a rat. Frank Lucas be a rat. And gave some God in life because his bull turned rat. Make Antonio be a rat. Some gangsters be a rat. The feds gave
man.
Barnes
That's
30
done
years. Some
straight.
niggas
Let me
operated
get.
them straight.
Let me let them hear it so they won't think you
In
front.
1975, Frank Matthews. When they indicted Al Capone, he was in his
That
prime.
Boosie
Al
verse.
Capone ratted out Wayne Perry for less of time. Rick Ross kept a low profile to no effect, though he was trapping off his
This
bike
Boosie
his
down right
ass.
here, right?
Sammy the
Oh, that's
Bulldog
me.
Hooker, he
Which
folded.
one you?
FBI no
Which one him? Hold on.
and gave John God in life because his bull turned rat. Make him talk be a rat. Some gangsters be a rat. The feds gave White 30 cause some niggas turned rat. This badass.
You got the same D-Day. You hear me? Man, y'all go get that junk, man. Y'all go get it. What it
Man,
John
that junk
John
definitely going up.
J Agar Hoover building.
J. Agdal Hoover building.
All right, there we go. Featuring Boosie, you know what I'm saying? Featuring Boosie BaddAzz, man. Hey, that John hard though. I fuck with it, you know. It really educate me too, you know what I'm saying? But man, I
Definitely.
salute you. Yeah, I salute you, and I already know next time I see you, you gonna be that nigga. You already is, you know what I'm saying?
I
So I
appreciate
already
you.
know it. Yeah, for sure. Man, anything you want to say to the people?
Man, I want to tell y'all this here, man. No matter what you go through, man, stick to your dreams, stick to your plans. Anybody that came up from the bottom is a dub. Dub means winner. Somebody that came out on top. You
Yeah,
know, like the Bible said that Jesus, God coming to look for the people that's oppressed. He ain't coming to save no lawyer, no judge, nobody that's already success. He looking for the prostitutes, the drug dealers, the pimps,
yeah.
the
I heard that.
inmates. Cause we the ones that's oppressed. We the ones that need to learn. So,
Right.
no matter what, man, stick to your dreams and stick to your plans, man, and make it happen. You got to make it happen. It's up to you. I'm the
I
Black
feel
Einstein. I'm the Black Einstein. I love y'all. I'm for y'all for
for
sure.
sure. I look up to people like you. You know what I'm saying? I just want to know what advice you got for young guys like myself who trying to make sure we don't make the same mistakes you made, but instead we follow behind your positive image.
I'm gonna tell y'all like this here. Some people are A students, B students, and C students. I was a C student, so I caught on to stuff real fast, and I got bored with it and moved on and went to something else, and that what led me to the streets. I got bored with school, and I learned every subject real fast. I wasn't an idiot. I just was tired of going through the same subjects. Listen, stick to it. Stick to it. You ain't gotta be street. And I'm gonna tell you what gangster is. Gangster is being able to make $1 million legitimately.
Yeah.
Look at Bill Gates. Look at Warren Buffett. Look at Henry Ford. These people are successful people and didn't have to shoot nobody, sell no drugs. My daddy was incarcerated 17 years, and we was corresponding through the email, and he was like, "Son, so what you plan on doing when you get out?" At that time, I was like 24. I said, "Man, you know what? I'm a two-time felon now. So what I'm gonna do is I ain't gonna have no hoes on the track. I'm just put bitches in the strip club. I'm gonna pimp them like that." He said, "That's cool. It's okay to be an iced tea with a cocoa because it's legit." But he said this right here. Why have a stripper when you can own the club? And I built on that, and I still build on that still to this day. Why have a stripper when you can own the club?
Yeah.
And I just want to leave that with y'all, man. You know what I mean? You can be a business owner. You can have that club. You ain't gotta have the stripper.
So I know that you said your father he did time, and I guess you follow a little part of his negative side and you end up doing time. So do you have kids, and if so, what you gonna do to make sure they break that cycle or you break that cycle for them?
So I got a daughter. You from Memphis, right?
Yeah.
How old you is if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 27.
Okay, you probably heard of my father. I don't know. His name Pimp Goldie. He's
Pimp
a
Goldie.
legend. Yeah, you probably did, you probably didn't, but he's a legend out of Memphis. For all the negative shit, and especially pimping. And I got a daughter. I got
Yeah.
one child. She my daughter. She my heart. She into music. She into everything that I'm into. So that was one of my reasons for writing the book. When I talked to her one day, I was in prison. I think I was locked up at that time for 6 years, and I still had four more ahead of me. And everybody kept telling me, she want to be just like you. Well, that touched me because I looked it around and seen all these dudes incarcerated. I seen all the gang members. I seen the knives. I seen that. I said I need to become somebody that she need to be like then. So that's what
Yeah.
led me to writing books.
So
And
yeah,
when I called the streets and I told them that I was finna become a book author, they didn't even believe it. I
they
actually
ain't
published
until
those.
you do it.
Yeah, I published
Yeah.
those two books while I was incarcerated, and I
Okay.
became self-sufficient while I was in jail. That way I ain't had to call on nobody. I took care of myself.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. You telling me I'm I'm only thinking. Like when you said you was down six and you had four more to go, man, damn, that sound like something I can't imagine going through, even though I'm from Memphis, you know what I'm saying? But I did time in the service, and currently actually still doing time in the service, but in military, you feel what I'm saying? So my thing is, those days seem long to me, even though I'm enjoying some of them. I'm enjoying majority of those days, and I can only, and sometimes I have to push myself and be like, I know people who did this much time in a penitentiary, and they came home and made a better life for themselves, and I'm complaining when I'm really doing something positive. I'm not locked down or nothing like that, or I'm not
Absolutely.
facing no consequences. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm complaining about my life, you know what I'm saying? And I look at their life, they made it through that. You feel what I'm saying? So, man, how hard was it? Did it go by fast?
Well, you see this scar on my face right here?
I see it. I see it.
Well, you see that scar on my neck?
Yeah, I see that clear too.
So I survived death. Like I survived real death situations. Like I died in there. Like the old me, the Lil Goldie. That's why I go by Black Einstein. Lil Goldie died. He died in jail. Lil Goldie had his throat cut. Lil, and Lil Goldie had his face cut wide open, had to get staples, right? Lil
Yeah,
Goldie didn't style people. Lil Goldie had to die. I had to kill Lil Goldie. And I had to become Black Einstein. A lot of people idolize, people like gangsters and gangbangers. I started to idolize Albert Einstein. And
so
I
so
began to study him and realize so much stuff that we had in common. We was different. Me and him was different. I was always super smart. Shit, I was 14 years old with about six grown women calling me daddy all across country pimping. You know,
yeah,
man, I had to let go to die and had to become who I am today in order to be truly successful. True success is success that is yours. It's accounted
yeah,
for. It's legit. It can't be taken away.
yeah,
It can't be seized. It's yours. True success is dying and and never being forgotten, like Dolph,
yeah.
like Martin Luther King, like Malcolm X. So I learned. I was in the United States Penitentiary. I wasn't in no LCI, no camp. I've been around the world. I've been to Illinois, Kentucky, Virginia. Um, I've been around. I did hard time, but I made it easy because I read the message to the black man that was written by Elijah Muhammad, and I learned so much from it. And I was sitting there, I ain't had no money on my book, I ain't had nobody to call on, no money on the phone, and I was just reading the book one day, and I said, man, how can I take care of myself? I looked at the back of the book and seen that book cost $21.99. I said, damn, I wouldn't
What
buy
that
this
book
book,
at?
but then I said people buying this book because I got this book. So that's what inspired me to write books. I needed to be self-sufficient. I wanted to be truly successful. And I learned that my fear was dying and being forgotten. I want to
Yeah,
be remembered. I don't want to be nobody that just after the repast, after the funeral, you don't know nobody. He ain't did nothing with his life. He ain't did nothing. He ain't made no difference.
that
So
makes sense. So what's
yeah,
the name of your book?
take a stand.
Take a stand. Let me put that in my notes. I'm gonna have to get it and read it. Take a stand.
Take a
Give
stand.
Okay. Can you give us a little brief of what it's about? A little short brief.
Take a stand is an African American conflict resolution book. It's me giving solutions to our problems as black people, intelligent scholars and college professors in their point of views. People that haven't been through the Section 8 life, that haven't been through the shootouts, the gang culture, the welfare stipulations, the single parent stipulations, yet they always got solutions for us. So I wanted to change the narrative. I wanted to give my own point of view. So that's what Take a Stand is. It giving point of views based on the Black Queen versus welfare, a monarchical people. For I am you, you are me, the color of our skin, and different point of view. Every point of view you probably can think of that we go through as black people is I'm giving a perspective on it.
Okay, okay. I gotta look into it. It definitely sounds interesting. So I gotta get at it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna read it. Man, I'm gonna promote it. I think I'm
Yeah,
gonna like
Judge
it. You know.
and Judge O'Brown sponsoring the book. He sponsoring the book. Judge O'Brown. Hot Boy BG from Cash Money. He wrote us a reader's review for the book. I actually gave him the first copy of the book. It was still in manuscript formation, and I had all the brothers in the yard. Every brother in the penitentiary came and lined up and got a copy of that book.
That's
And
what's up. So you said Judge O'Brown, he sponsored that book.
yes, it's on my YouTube page.
Right. All right. So I see everything because when you showed me the song, you know what I'm saying? When you told me you did the song with Boosie BaddAzz, you showed me. I looked at it. Where can I find the book? I think you froze up. Where can I find the book?
Yeah, you can find this book on Amazon. You
Okay,
gotta,
okay,
but
okay.
if you want to see Judge O'Brien promoting this book, you saw my YouTube is the Black Einstein, Black Einstein. My YouTube music is just Black Einstein.
The Black Einstein. Okay. So another thing, yeah, the reason why I ask for certain receipts, you know what I'm saying? Cause you know some people get on this joint and they be like he flogging, you know what I'm saying? And I'm giving you the opportunity to I guess address them ahead of time, the ones who don't believe you, you know what I'm saying? And I gotta look into it myself, you know what I'm saying? But I see you doing your thing. I see you doing your thing, man. I salute that.
And I'm gonna tell you this here, man. It only takes one person to believe in you to spark that success and that fire, bro. And that's you. If
I
you
heard
believe in
that.
you, you gonna make it.
I heard that. I
Just
heard
think
that.
of
That makes
just
sense.
just think about when you know who ended up owning Apple.
Steve Jobs after Steve Jobs.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. When Steve Jobs thought of iPhones, he was homeless. He was living in his mother's garage. Just imagine at that time when he thought of this design and he wrote it out on paper and he went into the house and he showed his mom and her friends. He said, "Look, iPhones. It's gonna. I done came up with an idea of iPhones. We gonna be able to FaceTime on them. We gonna be able to do. It's gonna be like a computer. Now this at a time where you got beepers and
Yeah.
flip phones. How many people you thought believed them?
Probably nobody, especially when you
Exactly.
I wouldn't believe them. You feel what I'm saying? Because you got beepers and you know what I'm saying? We still operating that and you pretty much telling me you got something for the future. Now today it shows, not everybody copy their own electronic, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I get what you're saying. That's a valid point.
Exactly. I studied Steve Jobs. I studied Warren Buffett. I studied Albert Einstein, man. I studied that man. You know, a lot of people didn't believe in the black hole. A lot of people a lot of messages is only given to the messenger. You know what I mean? The messenger gotta give it to the people. Who
Yeah,
all thought Jesus was the Son of God when he was on earth?
yeah. I
Even
heard
his
that.
own disciples, even certain disciples, wavered. Remember, he started with 5,000 people. Then by the time he made it, it was more than 5,000 people. It was like 50,000. By the time they made it to where they resting place, it was 5,000, and they only had three fish and a fruit loaves of bread. They didn't know how
Yeah,
they was gonna eat.
yeah.
They didn't believe they was gonna eat with just that, but they all ate.
It makes sense. It
So
makes
man,
sense.
we just gotta, man, you know, continue to believe in ourselves, man. Family. I come from a family where family don't believe in you. They don't have no true religion. Only if you bless them, they'll believe in you. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? That's how people is.
I think my people can be somewhat similar. The Memphis community, I mean, family, they see you every day, and you know what I'm saying. It's just like when you got a baby, right? You don't see the growth as good as when you step away for a while and then you come back and now they big, you know.
Exactly.
But when you got your eyes on them, you don't actually see the growth. You will see it, but you ain't gonna see it like if you step away and do time and then come back. You like, damn, you grew. You know what I'm saying? So your people are the ones
Exactly.
who close to you, and they feel like they got you all figured out. You know what I'm saying? And they feel like why support you if they already know you. If you blow up, they be the ones who think you supposed to help them out and you supposed to assist them every time they fall down. But in reality, it be the ones who don't even know you that support you the hardest. You know, that's just
Facts.
how it is.
Bro, that's how Take a Stand got published. Listen, I sent all this stuff out to my family, right? The manuscripts and everything, right? Man, it collected dust. Look, I went to the hole in Lee County, USP, and I was doing music. I was rapping on the doors and singing, and my celly man at that time, man, the man was so touched by my music, and he's like, man, this is a man. He wasn't in the cell with me no more than 5 days. He said, man, I believe in you. He said, my sister, her name's Sharina. She just graduated in 4.0 in business and management. I'm gonna give you her number. When I get out the hole, I'm gonna call her and tell her you're gonna call her. That lady, I never got out the hole, by the way, because COVID unexpectedly hit. So I stayed in the hole for a whole year, right?
When you say the whole, what you mean? Like in jail and you get put in a hole for like fighting or doing something?
Yeah,
You stayed there for a year?
a whole year.
Man, you gotta have a strong ass mental state of mind to be there, bro, for a whole
Yeah, I
year.
stayed there. I stayed there a whole year, and from there I went to an administrative United States penitentiary, which is a max, and I stayed there 2 years. So for 3 years, I was on 23 and 1.
Man. So what you were saying when you got out the hole though?
Man, listen, I never got out the hole at that time. I'm saying that I contacted this lady. This lady helped me get through the COVID situation. She was the one that was corresponding with me through my bid. We never even met each other. Like I haven't received a letter from my mama, my sister, nobody, my whole bid. But this stranger, this lady, Sharina Boss, man, she's checking on my well being. She that lady, man, shout out to Sharina Boss. And I sent her that manuscript, and I was doing music, and it was a guy named Ruben Sims. He was on side of me. He was from Philadelphia, and he ended up was with me the whole 3 years next door at
That's
both
crazy.
spots, and he sent me $10,000. just for me entertaining him, like doing music. He fell in love with my music, and he just, man, I'm gonna help you. And one day he said, check your account. I had $10,000 on my account, right? And
Yeah.
that man had been locked up 30 years. Um
Wow.
and like I said, I took $1,500 out of that, and that's what Sharina didn't charge me that, but that's what the publishing company that published my book, Take a Stand, charged me, and I gave her that, and I also gave her like probably
You ain't gotta
six,
speak on what you gave it. You ain't gotta
you
speak on
know,
what you gave
whatever
her.
it is. I
Uh,
blessed her. I
yeah,
blessed
it's
her.
out of love.
I sent her I paid for a ticket to Colombia for sure to get her veneers and all that.
Okay,
But
okay.
like I said, man, I made it out the struggle, out the real trenches, man. I went in when I was 23, and I came out when I was 33.
Yeah. Man, that's 10 years exact. I'm glad you made it out. It sound tough though, but you know what I'm saying? It is
By
what
the
it
grace of
is.
God, I made it out. Yeah, because I
Yeah.
was fighting to live. Every fight I been in, bro, it was to live. You hear me?
Yeah. You mind telling us what you went in? You ain't gotta tell us, you know what I'm saying? That's your personal thing. You mind tell us what got you incarcerated?
Man, of course, a gun.
Yeah.
Being, I had a felon. I was a felon and got caught with a gun, and I ain't see the streets until 10 years later.
Man, some simple as that, man.
That's it.
And it got you 10 years. Man.
All my paperwork, all that is public information. It's Quadricus Dean. You see the name? Type it in. You can see the name.
Yeah. Yeah.
I ain't had no co-defendants or none of that. I was by myself in the traffic stop. Had a gun, and I didn't see the streets until 10 years later. So
Lost your
the
car,
American
lost me.
justice system sucks. So it sucks to trying to be a shooter, a slider, or anything. Even just to have a felon, even if you're felon for forgery or whatever, when you get caught with a gun, man, ain't no
Man, look,
telling how
man.
long you gonna be behind the doors.
Man, look, these young niggas out here doing it for fun now. You know what I'm saying? That's why I try to create I'm trying to create
Hmm.
a big platform to really like, man, turn some you can't save everybody. Man, I sure appreciate you for joining this junk, man. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you go though, but I appreciate it.
Peace and love. La vie
All
va
right,
voila.
100 respect, man. Shout out to that man. I salute him. He doing his thing. He was locked down. He got out. He changed his life around. You feel me? A lot of people don't get the opportunity because something happened to them. They end up, dying in prison or something like that. And I'm glad he got an opportunity. Even though he was near to his death, very close to his death. Uh, he said he got out. You know what I'm saying, and he basically invested in his life in many different ways. Man, it sound good. You know what I'm saying? He said he failed in some ways. In some ways, you know what I'm saying? He it was a success. You know what I'm saying? And that's all this about. You gotta keep up and you gotta keep going. Once you fall off with something, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people gonna doubt you. A lot of people gonna talk. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like blemish your image. You know what I'm saying? Or act like when you fail, you did some fuck shit on purpose. You know what I'm saying? But you can be naive to the game when you joining. When you just now joining the game, you can be naive. You know what I'm saying? People can play you. People can trick you. You know what I'm saying? And moving forward, you gotta learn from your mistakes, and you gotta learn how to verify shit. But you know what I'm saying? Hopefully, everything he's saying is true. You know what I'm saying? Don't judge a book by its cover. You know what I'm saying? Let's do the research before we confirm everything. You know what I'm saying? He hopped on the song with Boosie BaddAzz. Sound like I let y'all hear this song. It's banging. I fuck with it. I fuck with his verse. I fuck with Boosie verse. You know what I'm saying? And I just want people to know, you know what I'm saying? My podcast is not for negative stuff. It's gonna come anyways. I'm prepared for it. I ain't worried about it. I'm gonna keep moving. But my podcast, what I do is it was never said. You know what I'm saying? It was never said podcast. So what I want to do is I want to take people and let them have an opportunity. I want them to have an opportunity to tell their story however they want to tell their story. Now I learned not to let them phone call in, you know what I'm saying? Because some bullshit can go on, and you know what I'm saying. But fuck all that, you know what I'm saying. We got to move forward from that. But you know, he was free. He did 10 years. You know what I'm saying. He been out for like 7 months now. You know, and it sounds like he's still adapting to life, while at the same time trying to better himself as a person. A few people, you know, they believe in him. They saw where he was going with it, so they took the opportunity to invest in him. You know, and people really gotta believe in you in order to invest in you. You know, I don't know the people he talking about. You know, I don't know how true it is, but you know, that's his story. He told his story. You know what I'm saying? He told his truth. So that's just what it is. Man, I'm pressure IQ. You feel what I'm saying? And you can tell your story with NeverSaid podcast. Hit me up, you know. My email is itwoulneversaid@gmail.com. I got it linked in my bio on all the platforms. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, press IQ, that's me, man. Press IQ, press IQ. Get with the movement or get left behind.